Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So we've hit a pretty major area of support here, and if you just come to daily and scroll to the left, you'll see what we're talking about. So this area here, there's a lot of support, and even if we just drop a little bit lower, there's even more support here. So at the moment, if you look at the 8 hour, we've got a bit of a pin bar off that level. Pretty solid pin bar off there, and we're coming back up to test some kind of breakout. Now I'm just going to use this level here. That's the most logical area at the moment. That's the first area. So rejection of here could bring us, well, get us to test this level again, and that is 37.08. And the next bit of resistance would be up here at 38.12. So trend is clearly to the downside. There's no debate about that. The question is, where are we going? And we're looking to get into these things based on a retest of a breakout. Now, typically these range bars that we had, what we spoke about yesterday, these range bars normally play out. So what I mean by that is if there's a break, so we've broken that range bar. Now we're coming back to test it. So let's say we test it and we reject that area. That should give us another move down to around about 3600. So the critical thing here at the moment is this is the retest we're looking for, and just bear in mind that there's another slight little bit of, let's just do that. So just lining it up with this in this tail here, and you can see there's a bit of support being found at this level as well in the past, as well as one rejection. So that's another area. So this is the zone we need to pay attention to. A rejection inside this zone gets us moving back down to 3600. So 3700 is pretty clear is going to be an interesting area, and 3734 would be the next level to pay attention to. So moving on to the hour. And yesterday there was no real, it was a massive move, but the rules I trade, there was nothing here for me to jump in on. I'm looking for a retest of structure. There wasn't one. We were above moving averages on the 15-minute. We had a lot of indecision. We had a big range at form. We've dropped below the range. I suppose you could argue that that pin bar was a retest. Not good enough for me. So this is the area we're paying attention to now. So I'm looking for rejection here at 37.08 or alternatively 37.34. So we get a rejection here. It is a short opportunity, and I am looking for 3600 as my target. So let's just close off on the 15-minute, and you can see what I mean by the 15-minute. When we did the video, we had this kind of structure here, which was more than likely looking like a break to the upside of the range. We didn't even come back, and we didn't even bounce off the bottom of the range. So we dropped below. Give me a second, guys. My mic is failing. That should solve the problem. Okay, so that's kind of the moral of the story for me today. We're looking for a rejection in one of these two areas, and you can see the 155 EMA here on the 50-minute is in the same zone. So I'll just take this level here, and that bottom there, you can see that tail there, that fractal there, that is another area that we need to pay attention to, 37.23. So anywhere in those three areas, looking for a rejection there for a continuation to the downside, and pretty much just looking for that 3-hour range bar target to the downside here, which is 3602 or 3600. Break to the upside that would get us long is well above yesterday's high, and above Wednesday's high is the only thing that's really going to change my sentiment at the moment. So looking for shorts, and this is the zone that we want to pay attention to. So that's where we'll be shorting, and the tight stop loss above the structure that's formed in this zone, and your target again 3600. Anyway, hope it helps. Just one last thing, it is Friday, so just remember it's very rare for a weekly bar to close on its low. So what you could find is a move and then a sell-off, well, not a sell-off, but a profit-taking exercise from the shorts that'll happen in the afternoon on the US trading session, which would give us a tail. So you want this trade early in the day and you want to get out. Even if you target this previous low, you can leave one or two runners and just protect the capital, but more than likely you'll get some kind of a profit taking happening on late in the session, which would then give a weekly tail at the bottom, so a bottom tail on that candlestick. Anyway, hope that helps. We'll catch up with you next week. Cheers for now.